attempting a brand new turning project on a brand new lathe. You know, woodworking just doesn't get any better than this. Hi, I'm Rob Johnstone, and today I'm going to attempt turning a knitting bowl, which is something I've never done before but long wanted to try. But my good fortune is I get to try it on this brand new lathe from Powermatic. This is a substantial lathe in a mid-sized footprint, which I really appreciate. Plenty of cast iron to keep it stable, movable control switch, variable speed, and check out this light. It's very nice. I'm going to start out by mounting the blank to the lathe with a faceplate. Powermatic supplies a really substantial faceplate, and I'm happy about that because I'm a little concerned about how out of balance my blank will be when I get started turning. Just better safe than sorry. I'm going to use the Rockler carbide turning tools for this project. I think it'll be cool to use them on this green wood. I'm going to first mount the blank to the machine. One of the great things about this faceplate is that it has set screws, so it's even more secure than just a friction fit of the screws. So, getting ready to go. This is a pretty large chunk of wood, and the Powermatic lathe handled it well. This wood was very green. I had glued up the blank from 2 pieces of wood I'd salvaged from a yard waste drop-off site. The green wood was pretty easy to turn, but my choice of lumber came back to haunt me later. As is common for me, I took the blank down to a rough cylinder and then started shaping the outside of the bowl. The carbide tools from Rockler did a pretty good job, but the guy driving them did not get a super smooth finish on that green stock. So, you know what that means. Now that we have the outside of the bowl basically shaped, I need to get busy sanding it, and then I'm going to apply a coat of finish to the outside. And that's going to be shellac in this case. I like to sand the bowl super smooth, up to 300 grit or so, but that's up to you. Then I just flood on the shellac, wipe it up, and then polish it with the cloth and friction. Now I've switched to a scroll chuck, and I'm going to mount the blank to the lathe with that. Then I'm going to excavate the interior of the bowl. The round carbide cutter did a pretty good job of removing the interior of the bowl very quickly. But then I noticed a bit of a problem, one that I had caused myself. When I glued up the blank, I knew that one of the pieces of lumber was ash. The other piece was a bit of a mystery at first. I had my suspicion, but its color and heft fooled me. As I started to remove the interior of the bowl, the smell of the wood and the way it was cutting let me know that it was indeed basswood. It was very wet, and the soft fibers were punky. That helped explain my difficulty in getting the smooth cut on the outside of the bowl. Scraping out the inside, it became a bigger and bigger challenge. But nothing that coarse sandpaper and a bit of patience could not cure. But before I finished the inside, there was a task that needed to get done. Knitting bowls are used to hold yarn, and they're designed so they can allow one strand of yarn to exit the bowl while you're knitting. So I need to make a hole and a slot going to that hole. I'm going to drill the hole now, continue shaping and smoothing the interior of the bowl, and cut the groove later. Now is the time to cut the slot that allows the yarn to easily slide into the yarn hole. A fret saw or coping saw is the best way to get that done. Now with the slot cut, I'm back to sanding the inside. I need to make it super smooth because the yarn needs to flow out of there smoothly. After it's sanded smoothly, more shellac finish, and then I finish it up with wax to make it super slippery. So that's it. It's my first attempt at making a yarn bowl. Like most first attempts, I think my next one will be a little better. I can find ways that I can improve it. However, I don't think I could improve on the quality of this lathe that I used. I think it was great, did everything I needed it to do. I'm Rob Johnstone from Woodworker's Journal. Thank you for watching, and keep on making sawdust.